Hey guys, Keith Orr here. I don't know how well the lighting is in my vehicle, but I'm on my way to go pick up Harry. And if you guys continue to watch, you're going to see something really special happen. I have a feeling that this is going to be really nice. I hope you guys share it. I hope you guys think about what you see here today, and maybe it inspires one of you to maybe go out of your way a little bit and be grateful for what you have. I thank you for watching, and just continue to watch what happens here. Thanks, guys.
I mean, everybody's reaching out to me, and it's kind of heart-wrenching, and it makes me feel like, God, I can't wait for it to be my day to give back.
Do you feel deserving of this help?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I know that there's a lot of people out there that need a lot of help. I just hope from this experience I can learn where to direct them to get help.
Well, let me just tell you, from me and a lot of other people, we think you deserve this. We think you deserve this shot. And we want to see you get off the streets and get back into a home, get back into some kind of normal existence in life. And I know you want that too. And I know you've talked to me about being afraid of failing and stuff like that, but don't worry, what happens in 6 months or a year from now is, that's not what's going on today.
The only thing I can worry about is today, and then see if I can do better tomorrow.
That's awesome, man. All right, so now we're going to head up, and we're going to go see our surprise and show everybody what it is. Sound good?
Okay.
All right. Hey, how you doing, man?
Gary Altman.
Hey, you Gary Altman?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Keith Orr. How you doing?
This
You
is
too,
my
man.
brother-in-law, Dean.
Hey, how you doing, Dean?
Hi, how you
Nice
doing?
to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Appreciate you guys coming out and doing this, man.
Let me talk to him right quick.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, it is hot.
Is it ever going to stop?
I'm from New England, so.
Okay, so how you doing, sir? Do you want to come over and talk to us too? Okay. Wow, this is awesome, man. So Gary here reached out to me on Facebook and some other things. I don't know if you guys could see, but to get Perry off the streets temporarily while he gets his paperwork done and stuff, to be able to get housing through the VA. And I really appreciate it.
God, you don't know how much I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I can get, because right up the street is a place I can fax my paperwork in and everything. If I get all that stuff in Monday morning, then she said I might be approved by Wednesday.
That's great to hear. We're just local business, but if it wasn't for this town, we wouldn't be where we're at today. If it wasn't for you people, our vets and everything else, we wouldn't be where we're at today. So it's the least we can do. We're a small family business. We're here, and because of that, we're grateful for what we've done. So it's nice to be able to reach out and help, and that's all we want to do is reach out and give you a place that'll help you out for a couple days, a week, get you to get to your place. That's what we're going to do. Okay?
It's like, sometimes I do look around, it's like, I really am lucky, because there are people out there that care, and they show their caring, and that means a lot, it means so much, and I just can't wait until the day I can get back.
Well, got another phone call this morning, and it happens to be the pastor of one of my churches, Faith City. Kevin Wright called me, and they had an AC problem, but I'm going out there to take care of that later on today. But I was briefly telling him what we were doing today, and he wants to come see you Wednesday. They serve food on Wednesdays. They deliver food to a bunch of our homeless people and our vets and stuff like that. And he asked if I could give him your address here, that he would bring you dinner, make sure you had a hot, fresh dinner for Wednesday night.
Okay.
So at least that's one other thing that somebody in the town is going to help you with and do. But just from us at Altman's Air Conditioning, our family, my partners, something one of my partners brought to my attention yesterday and wanted to do, so we proceeded in trying to do it yesterday. And not trying to be nosy or nothing else, but we did make a few phone calls, and because I don't want to just help somebody that don't want to help themselves.
Right.
The people that I talked to, you've already spoken to, you've already done paperwork with, they assured me that you're 100% what you are.
Right.
Thank you. I really appreciate you for being who you are and taking care of yourself and being a vet like you did. They assured us of all that you were on the up and up and everything else, and we're here to help you. That's what we want to do.
Yeah.
And it's just our way of giving thanks and saying thank you.
Yeah. And I mean,
You're deserving of the help. You know that, right, Perry?
yeah, I'm deserving. But see, the thing is being deserving and now learning from it, being able to give back when I'm able to. And that's what I want to do.
Well, we're sure that'll happen, but you need to get some time, be a little selfish, and get your own life in order, and then worry about others.
Yeah.
But
I'll tell one thing, you know, because I do know a lot of people out here. Nobody ever knows where I stay. You know, because I stay in the woods, you know, and I don't tell anybody. I don't let anybody, you know, pry into my personal business. You know, it's like, no, you know. And, you know, I'm not a saint.
I tell you what, I'm not either, and I'm sure you don't know it. December of last year, we went through a really, really hard time in our lives. I lost my youngest daughter, and I lost my youngest granddaughter, and my granddaughter's father, all in a horrific car accident in December of last year. If it wasn't for this town, this community, I don't know that I could be standing here today helping you. This town wrapped their arms, their love around my family and me, picked us up, and they've carried us a long way. And it was times like that that make us who we are today, to be able to do what we do. It's gave me a whole new outlook on life.
Yeah.
I don't take it for granted. I'm here to help, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to get you in there and let you get cooled off and get you a place to stay and rest your head for a week, okay?
All right, sounds great.
Thank you very much, brother. We appreciate all you've done.
All right.
Mike, we'd like to thank you for helping us all out with this.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Mike, you haven't had much to say.
I think he's the man.
Awesome.
Keith, you yourself, you brought all this together and made it happen. Thank you for what you're doing.
Yeah, man. Awesome. Awesome, man. That's cool. So, how did you hear about the video? How did you know that he needs some help?
And I just seen your video that you posted on Facebook. There was a lot of stuff on Facebook with me and my company yesterday, and was on there checking some stuff out. And actually, my partner said something to me. I'd seen it, I think, one of them the day before or something, and my partner brought it to my attention yesterday afternoon. Well, let's see what we can do. So that's when I tried to get in contact with you, and one of her friends made some phone calls and got some phone numbers, and I reached out to you to try to get some information, see what we could do.
Yeah, and I think like me, you know, you're pretty, you know, reasonable, or you want to look at it and you say to yourself, you know, you don't know what's real, you know, you want to make sure that it's on the up and up. You're not helping somebody continue to be on the streets or
Correct.
Whatever.
There's some that are there because they want to be, but there's some that it's out of their control, and they deserve help. They helped us. They were our military. I don't think they need to be on the streets. It's the least we can do. This town, like I said, takes care of us, made us successful. Without this town, we wouldn't be as successful as we are in business. Excuse me, but so it's the least we can do to reach out and try to give back to our community, and this is part of it.
And I hope, you know, when people see this stuff that I put on there, that, you know, they think of your business and say, you know, some of those dollars that they're paying might get funneled into something that, you know, some endeavor you might find worthy in the future, you know, like this.
It is, and we try to get back to as much of the community as we can. Altman's Air Conditioning is very involved with our community, and every school, every high school, every sport, we try to sponsor and take care of as much as we can in this town. So we give a lot. Last year it was 24 different families that we bought Thanksgiving dinner for and served them the day before. We carried them all to them so they'd have it for Thanksgiving Day. So just little things that we can do to get back to the community and help out. That's what we strive to do.
I think some people too. It's a little strange, but they're almost like afraid to help. And I don't know if that makes sense, but I found that to be the case. That they kind of don't know what to do, so rather than ask or try to find out, they kind of do nothing.
They do, and
You know?
it's hard to get between the ones that want to help themselves and the ones that don't. So if they don't want to help themselves, we can't help them.
Oh yeah.
So,
no,
but
absolutely.
ones like Perry that are out and doing what they need to do, trying to help themselves, I have no problem whatsoever helping those people. And I think a lot of people aren't sure who's just doing this for an everyday thing and who's not, who's legitimate.
Right. Well, you know, it's like I kind of got into this by accident. You know, I got these cameras, and you know, I'd messed with YouTube before, like making some little fictional whatever, you know, screwing around. And then, you know, I saw these people by me, and I thought, I bet they have a story to tell. I bet somebody's got something interesting that they've done in life, or you just never know. And of course, I have found, just like you, a lot of guys that, you know, they're on the streets, and I'm not trying to be a jerk, but they put themselves on the streets.
Correct.
You know, and then there's other guys that have just had some of the worst, most horrific things happen to them, and they're on the street.
That's the case a lot of times. You know, they're not all out there by choice, but some of them are. Some of these guys that serve for us and do different things, and they're trying to help themselves. We need to pick them up and help them, support them as a community, and see what we can do to help them out and get them back on their feet.
Well, you know, that's what I was trying to tell. I was trying to tell Perry, you know, because he felt very uncomfortable. He didn't know how he felt about taking help and stuff like that. And he really, the guy's afraid of failing. I mean, he was very open and honest with me. Told me that he's afraid. Well, what happens in a year or so if he doesn't? Yes. I'd like a sweet tea.
Sweet tea.
Okay, that was easy.
Thank you.
Thank you. You know, so I understand his fears, but I told him, I said, look, right now, just be selfish, get yourself figured out, get yourself back to something. I mean, I was just floored. I mean, I knew the guy for probably a couple of weeks. I knew Harry because I'd taken him and a couple other guys up to the hospital to see one of their friends who was really deathly ill. And I never thought to ask him. I'd asked the other guys if they were vets, and then I asked him, and he said he was, and then he told me he lost a leg, military service, and I saw his ID, and I was blown away that I'd been hanging out with this guy for a couple weeks, and here he was, disabled vet, missing a leg, and I didn't know it.
We're just falling on some hard times. In his circumstances, some very hard times.
Well, I appreciate you coming out and helping him out. I mean,
I'm glad we, as a business, could come out and do that. That's just our family nature. It's what we do. We've always done it. Our father's always done it, and it's something we can do to give back.
it's awesome, man. Really, really, really appreciate it.
We thank you for reaching out to them, because without you, we still wouldn't know nothing about these people or anything else. So you've reached out and made the contacts. We could help. We're glad we can do that.
Yeah, and guys, I'm about done with this interview, but Gary reached out to me on Facebook yesterday, and had I gotten in touch with him a little earlier, Perry would have been off the streets last night. But you know, that's life. That's what happens. But anyways, thanks for your interest, guys, and you know, I'll follow this from here and see where it goes. Thanks.
Thank you.